century in advertising and design. Our next guest helped to popularize everything from MTV and USA Today to Tommy Hilfiger and Aunt Jemima. He shares his brilliant and very funny insights in this book called Damn Good Advice. Please welcome George Lois.
I'm really well known, almost legendary. I am legendary.
Yo, sure. Oh, the feeling that you can come up with something, throw it out there. You know, you just take it, you know, and just boom, you go boom, like poison gas. Boom. People got it. That's sensational.
When you did advertising, you always look for a big idea. If you come up with an idea, a big idea, if you show it to somebody, your wife, your friend, or a client, they should go, holy shit.
The important thing's got to be that you implant an idea out there and everybody, in a very human way, understands it, grasps it, and is excited by it.
I want my maple. I want my maple. I want my maple. I want my maple. Want it.
I asked George Lois one day, what should we be striving for? George said, tell the truth and make it interesting. Two very, very small, quiet rules.
So change it to something comfortable. Change into Pirelli. P-I-R-E-L-L-I. Pirelli.
Turn it on. Leave it on.
America, demand your MTV. I want my MTV. They said if I found a lower price, they'd refund the difference, plus 10%. All that and no haggling? I was so shocked, it made my hair stand on end.
I got you. I got you by the balls.
In the fall of 2015, I got an email from Oliver Hayen, the chief marketing officer of a company called SOMA, a communications app that already was very well known and very successful in the Near East, Africa, and South America. And basically he sent an email to say, help. But the most important part of the request was that they had seen an ad campaign I had done in 1985. I think he and his partner, Lei Guo, both Harvard whiz kids, I think they were toddlers or a little bit older when I did that campaign in 1985. They're very young, bright, terrific tech guys. But they had seen an ad campaign I had done, and they said, could you emulate it, or could you do something like that?
I just think it's so smart. Do you want to tell everyone what that was?
Well, Tommy was unknown, totally unknown, and I did a cover, and I did an ad for him that said, the 4 great American designers for men are, and it said C dash dash. You figured out how to figure out it's Calvin Klein, another one's Ralph Lauren.
Almost like a crossword puzzle thing with dashes in it.
Another, the last one was Perry. The last one was T dash 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 H dash dash. Tommy's mother didn't know that was him.
Yeah. You had to figure out the ad yourself in your head. And you're like, I know Calvin Klein, I know Ralph Lauren, I don't know who that last one is.
And the next day, the Post ran a big story. Who the hell is T dash 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 dash? And the Times wrote a big story. A week later, he was on the Johnny Carson show.
Is that right? And now he's Tommy Hilfiger. Everyone knows who he is now.
It made Tommy famous literally overnight. So well known, in fact, that 2 or 3 months after it ran, Calvin Klein was in a restaurant talking to the maître d' when my wife and I were having lunch, having dinner, and he kind of staggered up to me, a little, kind of, and stuck his finger in my face and said, do you know, and I had never met him, he had never met me, but he said, do you know it took me 20 years to where Tommy Hilfiger is today. And I grabbed his finger and said, schmuck, why take 20 years when you can do it in 20 days? So what they obviously wanted was a competitive ad. They wanted me to do a campaign that kicked ass. They wanted a killer campaign. Whenever I create a logo or an ad campaign, people always say, well, where did it come from? The icon comes from the idea of trying to show connection, trying to get people talking together. Duh. Got more information from him. Took a look to see what their logo looked like, etc. No logo. Then I looked at all the other competition. Nobody has a logo. They all have an app, you know, an icon design. The icon designs all look kind of similar. In fact, their icon design looked very much like another one, you know, and I set about right away to actually brand them. So I designed a logo with two faces talking to each other, communicating with each other, which dramatically said that it was a communications app. The face could be looked at as one face or two faces coming together to connect and talk.
In today's technology, there are apps that bring people closer together by providing free communication to anyone in the world. But say no to Skype. Say no to WhatsApp. Say no to Viber. Say yes to SOMA. Now the world's most secure and only group video voice and messaging app made for global communication. And SOMA can connect up to 500 people in one group. Download your free SOMA Messenger app today. Technology marches on.
I don't think there's anything more important to our civil liberties than the right to our privacies, to our businesses' privacies, to our personal privacy. There's nothing more important. So much more important than MTV. It's so much more important than Tommy Hilfiger. It's so much more important than the ESPN. It's so much important than Xerox. It's so much important than anything I've ever done in my career. And why is SOMA the most secure communications app? Because the end-to-end encryption makes it so. The end-to-end encryption is what makes the world go round. It's what keeps us safe. It's what keeps our privacy. It's the most important thing in the world.